Alright, I think we are live and set to go. Let me just make sure. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Alright, we're perfect. So, welcome to RCW Season 3, Episode 9. So, today is my birthday. I'm 20 years old today. 20 years young, I should say. And I apologize for those of you that said that I was going to stream on yesterday. I slept in a lot later than I thought I was going to, and I didn't. And, you know, I just didn't realize that. And then it was like, oh god. I was like, well, I don't want to stream today. I'm not really feeling it today. Whatever. So, that's where we're at now. But I made something new today for my channels or my streaming thing, and that is that we are now streaming on Mixer as well. So for those of you that are on Mixer, welcome. I'll be streaming on Mixer, Twitch, and YouTube from now on. And we have AJ Styles versus Finn Balor as he looks to win this match up here in his continue his momentum into the RCW NV pay-per-view in Las Vegas, where he will be facing Chris Danger. Obviously, we got the Demon here. So here we go. Finn Balor versus AJ Styles. Here it is. In case you miss any of these streams, they'll be on my YouTube channel, BGX Plays, to watch after the fact. So you can also, I have past broadcast on, so you can watch it on my Twitch channel too as well. But that only gets saved for 60 days. So if you want to be able to watch them whenever, I highly recommend just going to my YouTube channel, and that way that you're able to watch them then. The reason why I'm streaming so early is because, for one, it's my birthday and I don't know what I'll be doing later. So I want to stream this early, and since I didn't stream the other day, like I said I was going to, I was like, why not stream today? So AJ Styles, middle rope here. Double axe handle to Finn Balor. And a miss on the kick as Finn Balor's able to get out of the way, and an elbow to AJ Styles, and AJ deciding to roll outside the ring. Finn doing a little bit of taunting here, and AJ able to take advantage of that, and a knee right to the face of Finn Balor. I doubt there's going to be much blood since his face is covered in face paint. We're not really going to see it. What's AJ going for here? A back suplex onto the apron. Jeez. Now, some of you may be wondering, you know, why I chose to stream on 3 platforms, or why I chose to stream on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. And that's because I really wanted to broaden my audience. I really wanted to make my entertainment that I create, my content that I create, available to more people, to people who don't necessarily use Twitch, or don't necessarily use YouTube, or maybe they use all of them and they want to support me on all platforms, which in that case is fantastic. as Finn Balor reverses. But, you know, I wanted to just broaden my audience and allow, you know, people from Mixer, people from YouTube, people from Twitch, to be able to watch the content, you know, and for those of you that like wrestling on Mixer, you know, why not? You know, what better way to do that than to broadcast RCW on there as well? So, it works out in the end. And no harm, no foul to me either, because I'm opening up my content to other people on another platform. So, you know, no harm, no foul here in a sunset flip by Finn Balor. So I hope all of you are enjoying your day here, and as the UPS guy is coming outside, I wonder what he's gonna deliver. I've been getting packages all day today. Like, I just got a FedEx package, and now all of a sudden I'm getting a UPS package, or I believe it's a UPS guy's coming to my house, because there's a UPS truck right outside my window. Yep. Yeah, he's walking up my driveway. Oh no, it's a girl. Girl's walking up my driveway. My dogs are going nuts, and I apologize for that. I kind of have no control over them. They don't listen to me either. So, she's just dropping off an Amazon package, I believe. I don't even know if I ordered anything from Amazon. I don't think I did. Unless my mom ordered me some birthday gift or something. Finn Balor looks for the coup de grace here. But AJ able to reverse, excuse me. AJ able to get out of this here. Let's see if AJ can possibly get a win here. What a victory this would be over Finn Balor if he can get a win, a momentum swinger. Going into his match against Chris Danger at the RCW NV pay-per-view in Las Vegas. Now working on the legs of AJ Styles. Definitely can't move if your legs hurt. And a snap suplex there by Finn Balor. AJ looking to go to the top rope. Finn Balor kips up here. And just barely connecting with that diving attack. Barely. Now AJ looking to go to the outside here. Looking for a phenomenal forearm. You did not miss anything, Anna. You did not miss anything. This is the very first match, so thanks for the host, by the way. Phenomenal forearm on Finn Balor. Possibly looking for it again here. Looks like AJ's looking for it again. And another phenomenal forearm on Finn Balor. But that's not enough here. Looking for a Styles clash. Oh no, and Finn finally reverses. I don't know why AJ did not go for the pin there. He landed two phenomenal forearms. And again with a back suplex on the apron. Finn is really hurting now. Throws Finn back into the ring here. Now AJ on the comeback. Lifts him up. AJ on the comeback now. With a Pele kick. Now what's AJ gonna do? Realizing Finn's trying to get back to a vertical base here. Planting Finn Balor. Finn Balor had a chance to win this match with the coup de grace, but AJ was able to reverse it. Lifts him up here. Looking for the calf crusher, but Finn reverses. And Finn now looking to get back in this matchup. Lifts him up. Looks like he was going for his finisher here, but again, AJ able to reverse. Looking for the Styles Clash. Finn reversed it the other time. Uh-oh, he's going to connect on this one. Lifts him up here. Styles Clash on Finn Balor. And a rope break. Saving Finn Balor. AJ was not aware where Finn was in the ring. Tries again, middle of the ring. No rope break here. Just a little too much time. Hey, Cricket, thank you for joining the stream. You're lurking. Lurk on, Cricket. I love you, Cricket. You're awesome. Let me give a shout out to Cricket. Even though it's my birthday, I'm still going to give her a shout out anyway. She streams a lot of Halo and Minecraft. Halo is definitely her bread and butter. She's definitely better than me at Halo. I'll tell you that. And I'm not just buttering you up, Cricket. I'm serious. And thank you for the host, by the way, too, as well. Thanks, Cricket. I appreciate it. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm 20 years old today. So yeah, if you're a fan of Halo and Minecraft, definitely check out Cricket. She deserves it. She's awesome. She's cool. She never ceases to make me laugh in her stream. She never fails. I'm always laughing whenever I see her streams. She's always talking about a toilet for Minecraft for some odd reason. But, you know, it's still funny at the end of the day. AJ looking for a calf crusher here on Finn Balor. Can he make Finn tap here? He almost had him. And Finn taps. And AJ Styles wins. It's about time AJ got that win there. Check out this reversal by AJ. Able to reverse the coup de grace. We thought that Finn was going to get back in this matchup here, but AJ had him pretty much the whole time. What a dominant performance from AJ Styles. And we'll see him versus Chris Danger at the RCW NV pay-per-view. I will have a time for that. Now, here's what I want to try. I want to try and get the first half of RCW done before I go back to college on the 14th. That's what I want to try and do. I want to try and do that. Because that way that we can take a little bit of a break from the RCW show after I do the pay-per-view, and then that way I can plan out the storylines for the second half. But with that said, we're continuing with this episode of RCW here with a match. No disqualification. I know it says normal because it's a custom match that I had to make myself. No disqualification between Brian Outlaw and Alex Alpha. Now, Alex has had a victory over Brian Outlaw before. And Brian Outlaw definitely does not want to lose to Alex again. He definitely wants to get that momentum on a high note going into his triple threat match against Seth Rollins and Shinsuke Nakamura for the RCW Carnage title. Now, Brian Outlaw has said numerous times that, or at least one time rather, that he would rather have Seth Rollins beat him for the title. He'd rather have Seth Rollins win the title than have Shinsuke win it. But Alex Alpha running in here before the match, and this match has officially started. Brian still has his jacket on. Didn't even have a chance to take the jacket off. Brian able to break out of that hold and a chop block right to the back of the leg. That's got to hurt Alex there. And now somehow takes the jacket off, but still this match is still underway. I don't know where he ended up putting the jacket, but it doesn't really matter. Looks like Brian had eyes in the back of his head here. As Brian goes to get the weapon of choice, a steel chair, and hits Alex with a steel chair. Punishing Alex with a steel chair. Looks like that loss is something that Brian will never forget. Looking for the correction on the outside, and Alex is able to reverse it. Now Alex with a couple of fists to Brian Outlaw and just tossing him on the outside. Probably looked to throw him in the steel steps, but didn't have enough strength to throw him all the way across. But Brian able to reverse. Alex able to reverse. And now, I don't know what Alex was trying to do there. But whatever it was didn't work. Brian able to break out of it. And now looking for the correction on the outside. Connecting on the correction on the outside. This is an absolute mauling of Alex Alpha. Brian looking to finish the job here. Doing some redecorating of one of the two announce tables we have. Now, many of you have been asking, like, why is there two announce tables? Well, figured one finisher through one announce table isn't good enough. Creates more excitement. And a Hurricane Rana to Alex Alpha. This match is going very quick. Just like how Brian wants it to be. He doesn't want to be too beat up. Uh-oh. Brian looking to put Alex through the table. With a correction through the table. Check out this replay here. Forcing the back of the neck. Right into, or the back of the head, excuse me. Into the announce table. And I don't even know how Alex is moving, and a couple knee strikes to the face. Busting Alex open. And another one for good measure. Bryan is just punishing Alex at this point. I don't even think he cares about winning this match anymore. Now Alex looking to get back in this matchup here. But Bryan just won't let him get back in. Couple of stomps to the chest. Now tossing Alex back into the ring here. This is the only way this matchup can end, is inside the ring. However, using that no disqualification stipulation to his advantage here. And again, punch to the face. Further opening that gash on Alex's forehead. And tries for a roll up here, but Alex able to reverse it. Now Alex is in the driver's seat now. And off of the ropes. Uh-oh, what's he going for here? Wrenching on the leg of Bryan, but Bryan's still very fresh and able to get out of it. But again, Alex is reversing it again. Goes for a pin here, only a 1 count. Went for a kick to the back, but Bryan able to reverse it. A backstabber. You can see how red and damaged Alex is right now. And more knee strikes. And another one. Look at the blood on Alex's forehead. This is absolutely brutal. I thought the ref would have stopped this matchup already. Takes the ref down. We know how Bryan is. He doesn't play by the rules. He does his own rules. And a low blow on Alex Alpha. Lifts up the referee. Now tossing the referee outside the ring. Why is he doing that? He knows he can't win the match if the referee's out of here. I guess he doesn't care. He just wants to punish the hell out of Alex right now. And the ref gets back in. And Alex kicked out. Now Bryan's just really pissed off now. And more knee strikes. And another one. Jeez. There is no quit in this man right now. And another correction. No, Bryan, don't do this. Another one. Look at the blood right now. The blood has gotten... It's just gushing. It's even on his chest now. And Alex spears him out of midair. I don't know how Bryan's got... And now Bryan with a German suplex to Bryan. And now a comeback from Alex. Oh, we almost thought that Alex could have taken it. And Alex reverses. Alex now on the comeback. Planting Bryan. But Bryan gets right back up. And a spear right back to him. Is that enough? And no, it isn't. It's not. Not enough. Uh-oh. But Bryan's going for his patented jailbreak DDT here. If Bryan hits this, it's all over. And Bryan, I guess, a little bit of miscommunication, miscalculated there. I don't know what happened there. Dragging Alex to the middle of the ring, making sure that he can actually hit him, but it's still a long ways away. Can Bryan make this jump? Yes, he does. Jailbreak DDT in the middle of the ring. Planting Alex right in the middle of the ring. There's nothing that Alex can do about this now. And Alex still kicked out. Alex kicked out at 2. Alex is still in this. But that might have just pissed off Bryan even more than he's already now. Looking for another jailbreak DDT here. If Bryan hits this again, it's definitely over. And another jailbreak DDT on Alex. Count it, ref. Ref taking a little bit too much time, though. But it doesn't matter because Bryan wins. Man, what a brutal match. Alex tried to come back there towards the end. But what heart does Alex have, honestly? To endure that much pain and still have the courage to kick out. Catches Bryan with the spear in midair. Kicks out of the jailbreak DDT the first time, but a second time was just a little too much for Alex. And Bryan is your winner. But the real question is, can he retain his Carnage Championship against 2 men? Is he going to be able to beat 2 men? A little reminder, Bryan does not have to be involved in the decision of that matchup to lose his title. So, he could be on the outside of the ring, and Seth Rollins could pin Shinsuke, and Seth Rollins could win. Or vice versa. So, I think that Bryan definitely needs to figure out a way where he is in the ring, or at least up on his feet, 99% of the time. Because if Bryan decides for some reason to take a breather, there's no way that that he's gonna win that match. My New Year was fantastic, other than the fact that I stayed up way too late. My New Year was absolutely amazing. It's always a tradition of mine to stay up till midnight for the New Year. And I stayed up way too late. I think I stayed up till like 5 in the morning that morning. And then I slept in until 1. So, definitely never doing that again. I also might do a stream tomorrow. It's probably not going to be RCW. It's probably just going to be Black Ops or Call of Duty Zombies, because my buddy is going to be here tomorrow because he's going to be sleeping over at my house tonight. So we might do a stream at 1 o'clock tomorrow with him and I just playing split screen zombies or something. You know, because I've always wanted him here for a stream. And I just think it would be awesome. Or we might do Lockdown. We might do Lockdown tomorrow instead of Friday. And we'll just do something else on Friday. Or we might double down on Lockdown. So, who knows? I don't know. I got some things planned. I don't know. I just want him to be a part of the stream because, you know, when I was younger, he was a huge part of my YouTube. We would do YouTube videos together all the time. And, I think it would be just really cool to have him a part of Lockdown and wrestling and what I do. He watches wrestling. He is probably just as a big fan of wrestling as I am. So it would be really cool to just have another commentator. I think we need to like come up with a name for him, because like the commentators have like JR for Jim Ross and King for Jerry the King Lawler and stuff. So I don't know. We might have to come up with a commentator name for him. But with that said, we have a matchup with Luna Outlaw versus AJ Lee, looking to have momentum for Luna in heading into her match against the Twisted Sister of RCW, Nikki Cross, at the Envy pay-per-view in Las Vegas. So hopefully Luna can come out with a victory here. I asked her why does she not have anybody at ringside, and that's because she wants to prove that she doesn't need her brothers and sister at ringside. And by the way, I actually did take off the Santa hat off of Sky. I remembered to do that, so we're not gonna see her with a Santa hat for the pay-per-view or anything like that. So we also have a lot of wrestlers coming in. We'll have Jax Donovan. We'll also have Violet Knight from Manchester, England, one of England's best wrestlers, coming to RCW as well. We will have Miles Anderson making his debut soon. We also might have a special appearance from Mercy Phantom. We might. I don't know. There's a lot of things that I'm thinking of in the second half of RCW, or even in Season 3. But like I said, the good news is I will not be doing like any edits to the logos or anything like I did in previous seasons, because I really like how the logo is now. I like how the arena is now. It just looks this RCW looks way more professional than it did in Season 1. Because in Season 1, going into it, like, when I first started the show, I sort of just wanted to see exactly, like, how everything was gonna, you know, plan out. Like, was this gonna be something that I wanted to do? Because obviously I put a lot of my time into the show. I write scripts for it. Do I always go off the script? No. But I write scripts for it. I'm always thinking of storylines. Like, even when I'm not streaming, I'm thinking of RCW stuff. I'm thinking of stuff for Lockdown. You know, stuff like that. So, you know, it's a lot goes into this, and I love this show. And honestly, this show wouldn't be what it is without you guys anyway. So I appreciate everything that you guys do. This August, we're coming up on the anniversary of RCW in this August. I have the event saved on the RCW Facebook page. So thanks, Cricket. You're awesome too. Yeah, and it does require a lot of thinking. There's a lot of, honestly, not to roast WWE here, but based on the feedback from the show and everything, as Luna hits a standing moonsault on AJ, a lot of you guys say that this is more fun than anything that WWE has put out. But with that said, I will say this. I've enjoyed the stuff that WWE has done since the McMahons have taken over. I realize now that a lot of superstars that weren't getting pushed are getting pushed. And I was really disappointed with the only thing I was really disappointed with in the McMahon takeover of both Raw and SmackDown was the fact that Paige wasn't GM anymore. I thought that Paige was doing a fantastic job as GM. And a lot of fans, and some fans even said, and I quote, it's BS that she got fired. Or that she was relieved of her GM duties. And honestly, like, GMs, yeah, they took over, yeah. And honestly, GMs, like, they're... Not to say that they're useless, but they're only doing what the creative team tells them to. So, honestly, GMs aren't necessarily... There's not much use for them if they're not wrestlers. And I'm not trying to degrade Paige or rain on Paige's parade as Luna gets a 2 count, but because I actually loved Paige as GM. I thought it was great just having WWE keep her around, and despite her not being able to wrestle ever again, as Luna hits Blackout here. I don't like the McMahons necessarily either, as Luna hits Dawning on AJ. I don't like the McMahons either, but I appreciate what they're trying to do as Luna wins this matchup, and I apologize for not really commentating the matchup, but, you know, I just thought I'd talk about what's been going on in WWE lately. I hear that there's going to be a new role for Paige, when what I'm hearing right now is Nikki Cross ambushing Luna from behind. These two definitely have quite the rivalry going, and a standing moonsault on the outside. And a blackout to Nikki Cross. A reversal of the Dawning by Nikki Cross, and again, and a spear to Nikki Cross. Jesus. Looks like Luna saw that coming. But back to what I was saying before. I really honestly thought that Paige was doing a fantastic job. And this might be a little biased because I'm a Paige fan. But honestly, whether or not you liked Paige, you can't deny that SmackDown was more entertaining than Raw when she was GM. The storylines were better. The writing was better. Everything, you know, everything was better. And it really made me angry that they were just like, we realize that the ratings are in the toilet, because that's why they did it. Because Raw sucked so bad that the ratings were at a record low, and they wanted to change it. And they thought the McMahons taking it over was the right thing to do. Honestly, they should have left SmackDown the way it was. And I said this before in a couple other streams. They should have left SmackDown the way it was, because SmackDown was doing great. SmackDown was awesome. And it was Raw that was the problem. And honestly, in my opinion, here's what I think happened. I think the McMahons were like, oh crap, the B show, which is what SmackDown is often called. Because Raw is the main show, really. It was SmackDown wasn't introduced until like '99, I believe. Raw was like the first main show that WWE ever came out with. So they realized, oh crap, SmackDown is doing better than us. Let's get rid of everything that makes it better, because we want Raw to be better. And even though that Raw has been more fun to watch lately, I still think they should have kept SmackDown the way it was. I loved Paige's segments and everything. Even her as GM was hilarious. Some of the segments that she was in was fantastic. And being able to watch her as a wrestler, it was truly an honor to watch her as a wrestler. It was fantastic. And I really think with the way her character is, they could have kept her going. But here's what I'm hearing from Paige. I'm hearing that she's going to become a broadcast member. That's going to be her new role. People are saying that she's going to be on kickoff panels for pay-per-views on the WWE Network, which means that she's going to get like 2 hours of screening time. I don't want that because I feel like she's better than that. I feel like they could put her as a manager of another wrestler, kind of like with Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar, except with a person that actually shows up. Haha, insult to Brock Lesnar. Or they could do, let me see. Or they could do her as one of the commentators. They could replace Byron or somebody on the commentary team with her and have her be a commentator. Kind of like they're doing with Renee Young. Because I think Renee Young is fantastic on Raw. And having Paige as a commentator and making fun of Corey Graves all the time, that would be hilarious. That would be so funny. But I would definitely love to see that. But with that said, I wish all the best to Paige. I really think, despite every bad thing that has happened to her and every bad thing that she's gone through, I really think she deserves to better, considering what she did for WWE and considering what she brought to WWE. Because honestly, none of those matches that we've seen in the Evolution pay-per-view, we wouldn't have seen the TLC match, we wouldn't have seen first ever Women's Royal Rumble, we wouldn't have seen any of that if Paige wasn't a part of WWE. I can honestly say that we would have never seen any of that without Paige being a part of WWE, because Paige was like a real trailblazer for equality for women in wrestling. She really wanted women to stop being treated like they look good, and then, or like stop being treated as like objects or sexual objects that they could use on TV just for good looks, because I mean all of them are really good looking. Most of them are really attractive. But she wanted women to be showcased for their wrestling ability, not just because they look hot. You know, not... And honestly, yeah, looks make money, but at the same time, if they can't wrestle, then what's the point in watching them in the first place? And, you know, if they can't act and play their character well, then what's the point in watching them? But, you know, that's just my opinion as we move on to the next match here. Let me know what your guys' opinions are. I don't know how many of you actually watch SmackDown or Raw every week, but, you know, it's just something that I've had on my mind for a while. I know I've said that multiple times in streams, but I think she's great. I think Paige is freaking amazing. And... like, she's just a great person. She just has a really crappy taste in dudes. I mean, even the guy that she's dating now is a terrible person. But, you know, to each their own, I guess? I will say the picture that she recently posted was kind of cute, though. But we have Shinsuke Nakamura versus Hideo Itami, and Shinsuke looks to get some momentum in his match against Bryan Outlaw and Seth Rollins in a triple threat match for the RCW Carnage title. Now, Shinsuke made a shocking return when he returned and attacked Brian Outlaw. So he's had quite the rivalry going on with Brian. And I'm pretty sure he would want to take the RCW Carnage title from Brian. Because, like I said before, Brian doesn't care if he loses the title to Seth Rollins. However, losing it to Shinsuke is a different story. But we have two Japanese legends going up against each other. This should be a great matchup. And the man that has wanted respect from the RCW universe, which I believe he deserves it, considering how talented Hideo Itami is in the ring. But we'll just have to wait and see what happens. In RCW, I try to create the best matchups for all of you. Let me know what matchup you are excited most for the pay-per-view. Because every single title will be on the line. We have Sky Outlaw going up against Alexa Bliss for the women's title. And then we obviously have that triple threat match that I just mentioned for the RCW Carnage title. We have Randy Orton versus Jason Outlaw for the RCW World title. And then we have the Usos versus the Hardys for the tag titles. And then we have Luna versus Nikki Cross, obviously. And then we also have Chris Danger versus AJ Styles. But also, we will also have a surprise match featuring The Undertaker as well. So, The Undertaker will have a match at the pay-per-view. His opponent, though, is to be determined. However, I do have somebody in mind that I think would make a great opponent for him. And with that in mind, I'm just going to leave it at that because it's supposed to be a surprise for you guys. But because we haven't seen The Undertaker. We haven't seen him in a while. The last match that we've seen him in was where he was with his brother of destruction, Kane, versus the Hardy Boys, versus the team of Black Hole for the tag team titles. No, it's not going to be John Cena. I can tell you that it's not going to be John Cena. It's not going to be John Cena. I can assure you that it's not going to be John Cena. Nothing against John Cena, but I love John Cena. I love him as a human being. I think he's a fabulous human being. But definitely not going to be John Cena. As Shinsuke planting Hideo Itami, and he's definitely controlling this matchup. Uh-oh. Kinshasa on Hideo Itami. But it's definitely not going to be Cena. Like, I'm the king of match cards. Yeah, Cena does have new hair now, apparently. And Hideo Itami kicks out. Yeah, I thought it was kind of funny. I still have to finish watching SmackDown, but I watched the little mini segment. Anything against John Cena. LOL, Mick Foley. Mick Foley, I don't know. Maybe we'll do Mick Foley or Mankind or something or whatever. I don't know. I haven't even had Mick Foley to be a part of the roster. I actually could have met him a while ago. I could have. He was at a baseball game that I could have met him at, And I was pissed that I didn't know about it until it was too late, because I would have loved to meet him. Because he was a part of one of the most historic matches in wrestling history, when he took on The Undertaker as Mankind. So, I would have loved to meet him. It would have been an honor. As Hideo looked for go to sleep there, but Shinsuke able to reverse. And again planting Hideo Itami. He doesn't have it in the corner? Can I put it in the corner? Grounded lower body. Okay. There's like 3 different versions of the same finisher. There's one that's rope rebound running, and then there's like 3 different versions of it. Oh my, ref, get out of my way! Damn it, ref, you're gonna lose your job. Kinshasa again on Hideo Itami. Oh yeah, that's right. He lives in the Carolinas, doesn't he? I hear his daughter's trying to get into wrestling. And Shinsuke wins. I swear, I hate the referees in this game. Yes, I am actually playing. I am actually playing. I wouldn't let CPUs fight it out, and the reason being is because I can't control what happens. So the question is, I might lose on purpose, I might lose on accident, I might win on accident, I might win on purpose. So I actually control the wrestlers. The Rock and Roll Express, I know those guys. Those guys are legends. One wrestler I'd like to meet at least once in my lifetime, other than Paige, is the let me try and think. I'd love to meet John Cena for sure. That's really hard. I think Triple H or Edge. Edge I would love to meet. But mostly all the wrestlers that I want to meet are all the girls. So I'd love to meet Becky. I'd love to meet Alexa. I want to meet Alexa so bad. Like, I'm telling you. Or Toni Storm. I'd love to meet Toni. I'd love to meet her. Let me think. Candy Floss. I want to meet Candy so bad. Because Candy's my age. Candy Floss, she's a wrestler for NXT UK. And she is my age. I'm actually old. I think I'm actually older than her. I think. Yeah, I think I'm older than she is. She's 19 and she wrestles for NXT UK. And it's really impressive. Honestly, I think that's. I'd love to meet Lita. I had a crush. I've had a crush on Lita for so long now, like unbelievably. But mostly, I'd love to meet Paige because I'd probably piss my pants if I met Paige. No doubt. I would piss my pants. I mean, the closest interaction that I've had... The closest interaction that I've had with Paige is probably either her retweeting one of my tweets that I made where I took a picture of myself next to her poster in Hot Topic, or when she answered my question on a Q&A that she did back like 3 years ago where I asked her if she wanted to marry me or not. That offer still stands, Paige. I swear to God, that offer's always going to stand. I'll never be married, so that offer is going to stand. That offer is going to stand for as long as I'm alive. As the dead man gets ready for his matchup against Edge, the Rated R Superstar. This is the last man standing match. The only way to win is to incapacitate your opponent to the point where he cannot reach the count of 10, and Edge definitely has probably one of my favorite themes in WWE history. I still remember when him and Lita did the whole sexual thing on Raw before. I still remember that. That's when WWE didn't have to be PG. And Undertaker just taking it to Edge right now. Not gonna lie, man, I'd rather watch you commentate over a bunch of CPUs than watch an actual pay-per-view. Not including the Royal Rumble, always gotta watch that. I appreciate that, Curly. So you'd rather watch me do this than watch an actual pay-per-view, yeah. You're not the first person to tell me that, to be honest with you. Honestly, I can tell you I've had no experience in commentating ever. I just sort of... Basically, everybody asks me... I know the Attitude Era. I mean, I'm a little young for that, but I know some of the greats. Like back at... You know, I know how The Rock was. I know how Stone Cold was. I know how WWE was during that time. And I can say I'll always be a fan of WWE, always will be, but I'm still gonna criticize the hell out of it over and over and over, which is why I created they need to hire me as a commentator. Honestly, I would love that. That's one of my dreams. Honestly, that's what I'm trying to get into. That's what I'm going to school for. I'm going to school for, thank you for the follow, Curly. I appreciate it. Hope you like the gifts and the alerts and stuff. And that took me a while to actually do. That's what I'm actually trying to go to school for. Actually, what I'm trying to do is going to school for... Yeah, I am 20 now. Yep. I'm going to school for media and communication arts. And basically that is to be a radio DJ or a sports broadcaster or a commentator. That's just a couple of career fields that I can get in. There's actually this indie wrestling promotion that is near me that I could possibly get a job at. And my uncle said to me that you can actually intern for WWE. You can intern for it. So I actually want to look into that and see if I can do it, because I would love to. I'd give anything to be a part of WWE. As a kid, like as a young kid, when I became a wrestling fan, like I've been a wrestling fan for a while now, probably since 2013, even maybe a little before that. And I knew that I couldn't physically wrestle. I knew that I had physical limitations and I was unable to wrestle. And that honestly really broke my heart, honestly, knowing that I couldn't do what those guys do. Like, even if I was physically inclined to be a wrestler, like, even if I was physically built and I didn't have anything messed up with my body like I do, I still don't think I'd be able to do the things that these guys do. But at least I would be able to try out, you know. I probably couldn't lift anybody, but I could, you know, punch somebody and sell moves pretty well. Honestly, that's where this whole idea came from, RCW and all that, because I wanted to fulfill my dream in some way, and I knew that I couldn't be a wrestler, and you know, I wanted to do that. And back when I became a wrestling fan, like, I was going through a really rough time in my life, a really rough patch in my life. I was bullied all the time in school, literally all the time. There was kids that would tell me I would never amount to be anything, I would never be anything, and, you know, that I was always going to be, you know, the guy with a cane, or the guy with the guy with the crutch, or the guy that walks with a limp, or whatever. Yeah, Mysterio didn't have to lift anyone, that's true. Mysterio, you know, he's quick on his feet. But actually, you know, wrestling was more my escape for me. And, you know, yeah, I was picked on, not just, you know, because of my physical disability and the way I looked, but because I loved wrestling. You know, everybody would be like, oh, you actually like all that fake crap and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, it's scripted, but everything else you watch on TV is scripted, so that argument is, like, invalid. Like, you can't say you don't like something because it's fake when you watch The Walking Dead or you watch something else, and it's like, that's entertaining to you. You can just say wrestling isn't entertaining to you, and that's fine. But to say that you don't like it because it's scripted, that's, like, completely stupid. That's just, like, a completely dumb argument. It's a really stupid argument. The only reason why I'm saying this is because it's a completely dumb argument. That's why. Like, you watch The Walking Dead, walkers aren't real. They're people covered with makeup and they make noises. They use real pig intestines for that show to create more realism, but at the end of the day, it's still a scripted, entertaining show for your entertainment. You know, don't give up and you go bring home that belt. Honestly, I would love to be I would love to bring Brian Outlaw to life. The guy that you see on the show, Brian Outlaw, is supposed to be me. I would love to, as Undertaker looks for a choke slam here, and a choke slam on Edge. But, sorry, I had to get a little pumped up there. I always get pumped up seeing that stuff. Looking for a tombstone here on Edge. But, I would love to bring the character of Brian Outlaw to life as Edge reverses and a spear on the Undertaker. But I would love to bring Brian Outlaw to life because, you know, a lot went into creating his character for the show. I actually make fake tweets for the show to make the storyline seem more legit. And but Paige actually really was the reason why I started watching wrestling. And honestly, it had nothing to do with her being you know, attractive. Honestly. I love the way she carried herself. You know, she used her wrestling character as a way to unify people. You know, and tell people that it's okay to be whatever you want to be and whatever. And I fell for that. And I honestly digged it. I loved her character. I loved her character. I loved just how she was as how she is as a person, and that's why I liked her as a wrestler. I thought her character was fantastic. You know, I thought the whole anti-diva thing was cool. Her whole run as Divas champion was cool. That whole rivalry with AJ Lee and everything, I thought that was badass. I thought that was real cool. But the fact is, something that I never knew until later was that she has scoliosis, which, in case if you don't know what that is, it's a medical condition in which the spine is curved, so that can cause like severe back pain and, you know, real bad issues. And she still wrestled with that. And that was amazing as Edge again gets chokeslammed by The Undertaker. But, you know, it was fantastic. And I just thought that it was cool how, you know, she didn't let that stop her, even though, in my opinion, she shouldn't have been wrestling with scoliosis anyway. But I just thought it was awesome. As The Undertaker looks for a tombstone. Tombstone on Edge. Tombstone on Edge. I doubt he'll be getting up from this one. There's no way he's getting up. But The Undertaker ain't done with Edge yet. Uh-oh, Edge reversed it. Now The Undertaker's in a very bad spot now. I hate this. I hit that. What are you talking about? Okay, there we go. I hit that. And a reversal from The Undertaker. Reversal from Edge, though. Reversal again. Yeah. That's true. She did overcome that. I can't wait to see the movie they made on her, though, with The Rock in it. You know, the thing is, as a fan of wrestling, I was always the one that stood by her the whole entire time. As The Undertaker, what's he going for here? Probably is right on the outside of the ring, diving on the outside of the ring. Holy crap, I've never seen The Undertaker do that. I didn't even know he had that move in his moveset. Now The Undertaker looking to finish this. But, you know, Paige really opened my eyes about a lot of things when I was young. So that's why I fell in love with wrestling. And then when she retired, the day on Raw that she had to announce her retirement, you know, I cried. I cried my eyes out. Not just because I was unhappy that she had to retire at such a young age, but the fact that her life was literally taken away from her. She was partially to blame for that, considering the amount of hate that she was receiving because of the sex tapes and because of the photos and crap and all of that. And most people would have been like, screw that. You know, most people would have, most so-called Paige fans would have left her after that. You know, but I didn't. I was the one that always stood by her because, you know, everybody makes mistakes in their life. Everybody makes bad decisions. I can tell you, I've made a lot of bad decisions with the people that I've dated, that have been, or the people that I've not even dated but been into, you know. And I didn't leave her. I was just like, yeah, I criticize her decisions, but that doesn't mean that, you know, I don't fully support her and everything. Because literally, she's the reason that I'm still standing today. So, yeah, yeah, Katrina, yep. Oh my God. Honestly, I should make her in this game. Tombstone through the announce table. Tombstone again. Jesus. How did Edge get up? How did he get up? And a DDT on Edge. He must have used his comeback or something, but I don't know how the hell he got up from that crap. Oh my God, what a match. This is insane. Honestly, I'll tell you guys, I kid you not, I've made scripts for me and Paige in real life. Like, if I was a real wrestler in real life, I made scripts for Paige and I to, like, do segments together. And I've sent them to a lot of, like, wrestling fans that are, like, my friends and stuff. And they all think it's hilarious. You know, they all think it's funny. Because, honestly, I'd be better as a heel, as a bad guy, than I would be a nice guy. She should... I was actually... When I was in... I actually told her that I wanted her to be a wrestler. I told her... I told Katrina that she would be a great wrestler, and I think she would be. But... You know, that remains to be seen now. Yeah, I told Katrina that. Yeah, I actually told her that she'd be a great wrestler. She would be, though. Her character and stuff, if she put a lot of effort into her character and stuff, she'd be great. Yeah, but I'd be a bad guy, you know. I'd be the one that everybody boos, that everybody hates, you know. And... honestly, like the storyline that I made with Paige, if you guys have been watching RCW for as long as the show's been going on, is that's the storyline with Brian Outlaw that I made that I would want to happen in real life. So everything that I do with Brian Outlaw is pretty much matches that I would have loved to have with wrestlers. Storylines that I would have loved to have with wrestlers. You know, I would love. I loved one of the things that I loved recently about wrestling. When I watched it, it was recent. It was a Raw episode, and Alexa Bliss was doing this segment with an interview with Sasha Banks and Bayley, allowing the fans to ask them questions, even though that she didn't really do that. Like, it was. And she insulted a fan and said something. First, she went to a fan and said, "Hey, I know I look better in person than I do on TV. Thank you," you know, or whatever, something crazy like that. And then he goes, and then she like totally roasts the guy and says, "I can't even look at your face," or something like that, or she like completely roasts the dude. And it's just so funny, and I was just like, damn. I was like, Alexa just roasted the hell out of that guy. I would honestly love to be roasted by Alexa Bliss. Honestly, by any of those girls, I'd love to be roasted by. That'd be completely fine. I'd be completely okay with that. If Becky Lynch wants to roast me, she can. I don't care. That'd be fun. I loved it when she called Charlotte a bitch. I absolutely loved it. That was awesome. She turns around to walk away. She turns around to walk away, and then she goes, "Bitch," and I'm just like, damn. And my buddy John was like, he goes, "I don't know whether or not I should be aroused by that or freaked out by it." And I was like, me too. I don't know. I don't know. But I love Becky Lynch as a heel, man. Oh my god. I love Becky Lynch, period, but another tombstone on Edge. Man, this match has been going on for a while, but I don't care because I love it. I have so much enthusiasm. I love wrestling until the day I die, and I can promise you guys that. For those of Charlie Q, for even though that you're kind of new, but yeah, this is pretty much what I stream on the channel. So, you know, if you still want to enjoy wrestling, since you just made that awesome compliment about me being better than WWE or whatever, you're definitely going to want to come back, because the first pay-per-view of Season 3 is going to be insane. I can tell you that. I got some stuff planned for it that's going to be awesome. Look at this 5-star match up here. 5-star match. How insane is this? Looking to drag Edge to the announce table. Uh-oh. This could possibly end the matchup finally. Another tombstone! It's alright. It's alright. My past is behind me. New year, new me. And the referee is counting away. We're at a count of 5, halfway there. 7, 8, 9, 10, and The Undertaker is victorious. This match could have gone either way, though. Edge, absolutely amazing. He's a great superstar. But a little too much for the dead man, and he makes an amazing return to RCW action. The last pay-per-view match that I'd seen him in, besides the tag team match, was a matchup against Brock Lesnar in the very first pay-per-view of RCW, Barrage. But The Rock! What's The Rock doing here? The People's Champ! Samoan drop to The Undertaker. What is The Rock doing? Wow. The Rock has some balls for coming out here, for sure. Spine buster to the dead man. Holy crap. The Undertaker's out here. Well, The Rock and The Undertaker in the same ring. Jesus. The Undertaker gets up. But The Rock, again, taking advantage of The Undertaker's vulnerability. We rarely see that. Undertaker able to reverse and a DDT to The Rock. Little bit of payback. Lifts The Rock up. Looking for a choke slam, but The Rock too quick. And The Rock is back. The Rock is back here on RCW. It's been a little bit since we've seen him. Very disappointed on not being able to retain the RCW World title, where it took place between John Cena and Edge in a triple threat match. And John Cena won, but then John Cena lost it the day after in an open challenge against Jason Outlaw, so now Jason Outlaw has it. But it will be The Rock versus The Undertaker at RCW Envy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of RCW. I love doing this. This is really fun. I'm so happy that I got to stream it, especially on my birthday. You know, because why not? What better way to celebrate than some good hardcore wrestling action? I know that for a fact. As far as the stipulation, I will have to talk to The Rock and The Undertaker to see what they are thinking of as far as the stipulation, but it'd be great to see The Undertaker make a return to singles action. As far as what is going on with him and his brother of destruction, Kane, I will have to talk to Kane, see where his mind is at. But I'm excited for the pay-per-view. I'll let you guys know when that is. If you use Facebook, you can find in my panels the RCW Wrestling Facebook page. You click on that RCW logo and bam, you're right there. You can like it. Even if you don't use Facebook, I still highly recommend you check that page out because it has everything to do with my show. Also, pretty much almost anything that I post on my Twitter is streaming related, so I'll definitely let you guys know on that. But thanks again, Curly Q, for the follow. I appreciate you, and I appreciate the compliments, and appreciate the kind words, everything. Again, you guys make the show what it is, and my dream wouldn't be lived without you guys. I appreciate you guys allowing me to live my dream as a wrestling commentator, even if it is in a video game. I still enjoy it. I'm very happy that you guys love The Outlaws. The Outlaws are my story based on my life, and you know, I don't have any sisters in real life, but in this world I do. So I don't even have any brothers. I'm an only child, but in this world that I do. Hopefully I enjoy the rest of my birthday. We're probably going to be streaming tomorrow. Streaming some Black Ops Zombies or something with my buddy here. It's going to be real awesome. It's been a while since I've talked to him, and we're going to hang out tonight, and we're going to have a blast. Again, I'm 20 years old. This is great. This is great. I love every single one of y'all. I have to say, Twitch is probably one of the greatest, not only streaming platforms, but it's a great way to meet people, and all the people that I've met, including Ice, Cricket, Curly Q, just now, which I didn't even know he was a wrestling fan, so that makes me like him even more. So, anyways, met Curly Q, met Cricket, you know, Ice, Frosty Guy, Phantom Vulture, Nasher, whatever, you know, all those guys, you know, Slev, every single one of you, you know, it's so, I feel like the internet gets such a bad rep, and the fact that I can come together, I can bring something that you guys love doing, that you guys love watching, and that I love doing, and doing it in a way as if it were real WWE TV, real wrestling TV. It's phenomenal. Also, I highly take suggestions. So if you have any suggestions for a storyline, or a wrestler even, let me know. You can message me on my Twitter or Instagram, or if you have Facebook and you use Facebook, you can message the RCW Facebook page. I do have messages enabled, so you can message that as well. So go ahead, you know, do whatever you want to do. I'm happy that you guys were able to tune in. I appreciate you, Cricket, for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I've seen you. I've tried to tune into your streams too whenever you go live, because I always like watching you play Halo, but because I try to learn from you because you're better than me, and that pisses me off that you're better than me, but you know, that's how it is. We'll have to definitely get some Halo games in, for sure. I mean, because I have Halo MCC too, so we'll definitely have to get some Halo games in. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode of RCW. I'll let you guys know when Envy is. I want to get it done. Let's see, it's the 2nd right now. It's the 2nd right now, so let me see. So I go back to school on 2 Mondays from now. So I'll tell you what. I'm going to aim the pay-per-view to be Friday the 11th. Next week. Or the... because I really want to get the first half of RCW done. And I'll definitely have the card made by the 11th. Because the issue is with these shows... So, real quickly, I'll show you what, what goes into it at least. There are some times where I forget to make the cards for shows and stuff. And a lot of the times it's really difficult. Of course I gotta write down. So, I'll show you guys this. See this paper? This paper right here? This paper is all RCW results. After every show ends, I go in and I write down who won what. And then I make the card. So that's what I usually do. And then honestly, all of these storylines, I don't even think them out half the time. They're all in my head. Like, literally, one of the wrestlers that I made, Violet Knight, who's going to make her debut soon, I literally thought of her at, like, 11 o'clock at night, one night. I was like, Violet. I kept saying the name Violet in my head, and I was like, let me think. And then I was like, okay, let me make her, so then I did. Honestly, I don't know how I come up with stuff, and WWE can't come up with anything better. Not to fully bash it, because I love it, but at the same time, there's so much they can do with it that they're not doing. Okay? There's so many wrestlers that are so talented that I could just drive them to the top if I was a writer. I swear to God. I could do so much better. Vince, please hire me. Vince, I'm begging you, please hire me. I promise I won't hit on every single woman in that locker room. No promises, but I'm trying, okay? Please hire me. That's all I'm asking. If you want Raw or SmackDown to be great again, please. I'm not just using Trump's catchphrase. Please hire me. Please. I'm telling you, I can make it so damn good. But Vince, please. I know what people want. I've watched the Attitude Era. I went back on the WWE Network, watched the Attitude Era. I've watched the best matches ever in wrestling. Please let me be. Hire me, please. And just fire everyone else. Fire everyone else on the creative team and just let me be your creative guy, okay? Hell, I tried to get Paige to hire me when she was GM, but she never listened. I tried to. Thanks, Curly. I appreciate it. I'd love to get a couple games in with her. I haven't played Halo in a while. Cricket is off tomorrow. But I'm trying to convince her to stream. I would love to, because then I could play with my friend, and then my split screen friend could join, because he's going to be here later tonight to hang out with me and sleep over. So, anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm going to sign off so I can get the card ready for the RCW NV pay-per-view. Be back here on, what did I say, the 11th? Yeah. The 11th for the next episode of RCW. Don't worry, we'll be streaming before that. You know, I'm not just going to take a whole week off and not stream. That's not me. We might put RCW on the back burner until the pay-per-view happens. I live like 30 to 40 minutes from Ric Flair. I'm going to go bug the hell out of them so they can talk to Vince about hiring you. please, if you could talk to the Nature Boy and the king of jackhammers, Goldberg, and convince Vince to hire me, please. But tell him this, okay? Tell him this. I'm only going to go on the brand that Paige is on, okay? So whatever they have Paige doing, I want to do it. I want to do it with her. Okay? Put me in a storyline with her, whatever happens. Get me to... Because I think her and I would be great together on TV. As storylines. I mean... if you watch previous episodes of RCW, you'll see what I do with Brian Outlaw, okay? That's me. That is 100% me. Get the Nature Boy to go woo and get me a job, please. Please. All I want is that. That's legit all I want in life. That's all I ask for. But anyways, I'm gonna sign off and write down the card. Thank you, Curly Q, for joining in on me. I hope to see you back here. You know, you can look at my schedule. Yeah, I'd hate to make a remark right now, but I'm going to anyway. How about since Paige already made a movie, they already made a movie on Paige, how about Paige and I make our own movie? If you get what I mean. Let's make our own one. Yeah, man, you can, just before I go here, you can quickly check my schedule if you feel so inclined to. You can check my schedule there. Usually, I like to stream around that schedule. I like to stream around that schedule and, you know, be on schedule. Sometimes it changes or whatever, but if you have live notifications enabled, it's not really going to matter anyway. But feel free to look at my schedule if you want to, you know when I'm streaming, because I usually like to have a set thing when I'm streaming. But anyways, I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Thank you guys for joining in. It's been great. I can't wait to, you know, finally get affiliate so I can get those sub badges going. Anyways, I'll see you guys on the next one.